Welcome back to the channel. This is LV Auto. I'm June Jones. I appreciate all the love that I get. Everybody that's been showing me love that's actually subscribed to this channel. I just wanted to talk to my wholesalers just a little bit, get them a little game when I can, and some things to just look out for, and some things to just understand and being able to embrace. First thing I wanted to talk about is, you being a wholesaler, when you first start, it's gonna be rocky. It's not gonna be, the best. It's not gonna go as best as you thought that it could go. It's not gonna go like that. The fact that it's not gonna go like that, one thing that you can do is just embrace the times that you make bad purchases. And one thing that I wanted to let all my new wholesalers know, because my old wholesalers and the vets might already know this, but just being a new wholesaler, you can make bad plays. And in that instance, what you gotta understand is, even though you make a bad play, the car can sell. You can sell bad cars. Because I know that's a real fight, especially on them groups and everything. People try to argue with you and be like, oh, you can't be a wholesaler unless you're a mechanic or this and that. None of that's true. None of that's true. What the truth is, you can sell every single car that you purchase. Now, every single car that you purchase might not be the best car, but you can work your way up to buying better cars and being able to, learn how to purchase better cars and knowing what cars to actually stay away from. You not going down you not purchasing no cars at all is not gonna give you that ability. One thing I realized, just being in it for as long as I have now, I spent a lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars. I lost a lot of money as well to just find out things that you could find out with just spending $1,000, $1,200. Because what I notice is the same price points, whether I spend $10,000, I could run into the same problems that $1,000 car can give me. I recommend starting off with that 500 to 1,200 to 1,300 cars. If you have not seen none of the walk around videos, you might want to start this video, go check a few out and just kind of give you some price ranges or just kind of what some things are going for. I know the market is kind of all over the place right now. We're coming into the ending of the year. Tax season is coming, so prices may start going up just a little bit, but right now we're still in that sweet spot right now. Just know, if you buy a car with a check engine light, you can still sell that car. Do you gotta get the check engine light off? No. One thing I wanted to say is just be upfront and honest. I just read a story to where some dealer, let me see if I still got the, some dealer, he was out in one of these smaller cities, let me see, and the dealer went to jail for odometer fraud. It was a story surfacing. A dealer went to jail for odometer fraud. And what I noticed is what just came to what made me even want to talk about this story, what came to my attention, it was just you don't even really have to do that. You don't really have to roll the numbers back and do odometer fraud and all this rolling the numbers back, because it's people that will actually buy the car. Someone ended up calling the police on him. He's in big trouble. I think he's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in debt. And then some people was he sold me a car, it stopped working. Once you start doing that, you just going down a road that you just don't want to go down. What I've noticed was just being upfront with the customer. I can't really stress how easy it is just to be right up front with the customer. Most customers don't even care. So if you buy a car with a check engine light, just tell them. Tell them what it's on for. Tell them, hey, the check engine light is on. Read the codes, give them the codes. If you don't have a reader, go to AutoZone, read the codes, get the papers printed out, hand it to the customer. Most people is very, they don't really be tripping. They just want a car. And every single time I ever did that with the check engine light on, or if I feel like the car is faulty in any kind of way and I be completely upfront and honest, that's taking any of that away from me. And then you as a wholesaler / retailer, whatever you are, make sure they're signing a paper saying as is. I cannot stress that. When it comes to the paperwork, make sure you're being very upfront, very clear that this car is a as-is car. You're not making no promises. You ain't selling no dreams, because that's where it go wrong with a lot of dealers. They start selling dreams, lying to the customer hop in the car, you know what I'm saying? They halfway down the street, the check engine light come on. I was just reading another story about that. Like, they was mad at this one dealer talking about, don't buy no cars from him, the check engine light came right on. And I know we all experienced that, because you get the ride and you be like, man, this check engine light wasn't on. No, the check engine light was on the whole time. Don't erase the codes. I have not erased no code on none of the cars I done bought. I done sold several cars with the check engine light on, and not one person ever called me back complaining about any of my cars. If anything, they always call me back and be like, you got any more cars? You gotta just be upfront with them. They're not tripping, but for you to be lying to people, they're gonna trip. Like, if you lying and you ain't being upfront and honest, they're gonna trip with you. You know what I'm saying? So just be upfront and honest. You don't gotta do a odometer fraud and rolling numbers back and going crazy and just doing stuff like that. Just be upfront. That's the best advice that you can get as a wholesaler. Just be upfront, you know, and then know the niche that you're in. I can't stress that. If you're into buying bucket scrapers and, you know, the quick flips, $500, $1,500, $2,200, $2,500, know that market. Know who you're catering to. Know the audience that you're trying to sell this car to. And then another thing, this is a big thing when it comes to wholesalers. If you're a wholesaler and you buy a certain type of car or a certain car, you can't sell that car to everybody or anybody. You need to know exactly who you're selling that car to. For instance, I had this one car. I can't remember what kind of car it was. I gotta look in my records. But the radio didn't work. It was like just little things. I think it was like a Hyundai, one of them hatchbacks. I got it from ACV auction. Good deal. Got it for a good deal. Got it shipped down. I think I had like 1,200 in it or whatever. But the radio didn't work. People was getting at me. I think I might have had it listed for 2,700, 2,800 or something like that. It was something. But the radio didn't work. It was just, and I think the right window didn't roll down, you know? So it was just a few discrepancies. People kept reaching out to me, was saying, yeah, I got a teen, you know, first car, you know, would this be a good car? Because, you know, they'll ask you. And so me being a teen at one point, I knew that wouldn't have been a good car because the radio don't work. Yeah, they could get the radio fixed, but being that your first car, who wants to deal with that? Everybody first car, radio gotta work. It's like, you already know what time it is. The homie's gonna be in the back, you might go pick up something fine or vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Radio gotta work, you know? So in that moment, in that instance, I knew that this particular car wasn't a good car for this person to buy. And then you might run into that. You might have a car that you feel like is worthy and stuff, but that particular car do not fit this customer. Because when you put the wrong customer in the wrong car, that's when you get bad reviews. That's when they want to complain. That's when they probably be like they want their money back. That's when they want to go, you know, to the, you know, and go snitch on you or try to take you to court because you selling lemons and all that. They really take that serious at the dealer's auction, you know, and just in that whole market, in that world or whatever. So make sure that you're selling the car to the proper person. You doing that alone will save you money, headaches, doubt, fear, worry, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, as a wholesaler, that is the worst. Somebody give you all that money and you in the back of your mind, you just man, I pray they don't call me back. Please don't call me for nothing. I am not customer service. You hear me? So I never had no one call back on me. Never had somebody say, hey, I want my money back. Never had someone say it's a bad deal. Because you want to know why? Y'all want to know why? I buy cars to keep going. Yeah, I would love to buy this car with check engine lights and, you know, cars that don't have, I would love to buy cars that don't have discrepancies and things like that, but we're just trying to buy quick flips, quick whips to get in and get out. But sometimes that's not always the case. So you finding your niche and being able to pinpoint and know who you actually selling the car to, that's gonna get you further. That's gonna get you further than anything that you could do. So I just really wanted to talk about that. And like I said, stay away from odometer fraud. Because once you get into that and you start not trying to put the customer first or whatever, it can really start to roll over into other things. It's just not gonna work out for you. Once your name go bad in the wholesaling game, it's over with. Once they get you on Facebook Marketplace and talking all that trash about the cars that you selling, it starts to carry over. People talk. So you don't want to be that. So as a quick flipper, wholesaler, the best advice that I can give at this present moment is just know your niche. You can buy $5,000 cars. You can buy $6,000 cars. You can buy 7, 10. What I noticed about those, a lot of people need bank loans to get a $10,000 car, a $7,500 car. A lot of people don't have $7,500 just laying around and just go buy a car every week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that was reaching out to me with the high priced cars is people that need bank loans. Or they'll be like, well, can you just hold it? I'm gonna see if I could get approved with my bank and stuff like that. I don't wanna do that. I just wanna keep buying, keep flipping, keep moving. And if you're a wholesaler, a quick flipper, you wanna just keep buying and just keep moving, then I recommend just knowing your niche. And it's fine to buy cars that need work. Now, not no crazy buckets and scrapers that you just can't drive. Of course, drive your cars, make sure you driving them and testing them before you actually give them to the customer. And that's another thing too. I normally drive the car for like 2 weeks straight. I mean, all through the streets, highways, clear across town, back, just to make sure the check engine light, if the check engine light ain't on, because I done bought several cars when they're not on, and eventually it might come on. Not that it got erased, but the car probably been sitting. Something else might pop up in the meantime, in between times. But just to test the car. So when you sell that car, you deep down know that this car is running. You're not just buying a quick flip just to flip. That's when you gonna get them callbacks, because you don't really know what's wrong with this car. You don't really know what this car is capable of. This car probably haven't been drove this hard in a long time. So when the customer get it, they driving it hard thinking they got them something golden, and it's not. It's just a big problem. So I wanted to talk about that as well. Just know y'all niche. And like I said, like, subscribe if you have not. This is some free game for my current wholesalers, new wholesalers, soon to be wholesalers, dealers, getting your dealer's license. Lock in. This is June Jones, LV Auto, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one.